What's up? Thank you so much for being with us on a Tuesday night. I'm Ken Meringolo on behalf of First Amendment Sports. Thank God it's Tuesday. He's Kevin Ricca.
And the glorious preseason is smothering all over us in grotesque fashion because this is why I said I hated it every year, and I should have continued my hatred. Everyone has reminded me how much I hate the preseason this week. It's happened.
It's shorter. It definitely, I'll tell you what, you've won, I think, the war because all those battles you fought. Because at this point, like,
I thought it was over it.
The preseason has zero importance now at all anymore. I mean, anymore in this day and age. The players make too much money. They're going through motions. I realize guys got to get in shape, but in terms of relevance and importance, the only thing that matters is winning, and the only thing that matters is winning is in the playoffs. And so, obviously, we're junkies, and people want to see these glorified practices as much as possible. And people have heaped importance on them, including gambling and everything that goes with regular football. They put in these preseason games, which is weird. But that's why I think you've won, because as one of the most ardent preseason fans, and I still do watch all the games on NFL Network as they play them around the clock, it's somewhat joyless.
It's soulless.
It really is.
Now, listen, it's fun to watch individuals. It's a really odd way to watch my favorite sport. Being like, I don't care about this, that, or the other. I just want to see Bill. I want to see Bill put a foot in the ground and make people miss. And that I did get to see. And I think we're going to get to see a hell of a lot of that. So that was fun. But I was like, that was it. My problem is the aftermath. If I get one more text message from one of you dumbasses telling me that we're going to be sub 500 because of what happened this week, I'm going to throw up all over myself. Not one of you dumbasses. Our board is filled with wisdom. Our basement with guys just with optimistic attitudes. No one would ever out of all of us. I'm talking about some of you other people. You know who you are. Leave me alone. Go about your own miserable day with your own miserable ass self. No one cares about Friday. Nothing mattered. What the hell?
Nothing was on the line.
No.
The only thing,
except for Dominique Hampton, something was on the line, but that's our guy. That was interesting. We'll get to it. But
someone had to. Apparently,
there's a little on the line, is what I'm saying. I get it. There's fringe dudes. There's stuff that we could. If we really wanted to pry into it, we could. We've done that before.
Sure,
that shit ain't that much fun.
I mean, my biggest takeaway from Friday had nothing to do with the result and all this other stuff. A lot of one-on-ones were lost, and special how bad they were on special teams. You don't want to see that. I mean, everyone should have an idea of how to tackle someone, and then the penalties. Which again, you're upset about it because it ruins your chances of winning, but it didn't cost us anything ultimately because they were able to. Maybe they can fix it in time before it actually matters. What was it? 30 guys on ice.
You're gonna have some penalties with a lot of guys that haven't played a ton together, but whatever.
So
I'm not making excuses.
That was the experience.
We look like dog shit.
Yeah,
I mean it's fine. It's a good time to look like it. I know that some dudes got escorted on out and some other guys got brought in and all kinds of whatever. It's what you're supposed to do when you look embarrassing like that. But I don't give a damn.
No,
I really, really don't. And I just want to see Bill. I want to see my guy Bill.
He is going to be seen.
He's not the only one. Ja'Cory was a badass dude. There's some dudes.
He's going to be seen.
Yeah.
With Bill and Ja'Cory. Bill is Ja'Cory.
Well, he can be.
He can be. Ja'Cory was there. I see what you're saying.
Yes.
But he looks the part of professional running back.
He's so much fun. We just haven't had a guy that with that elusiveness, but he has his own style of elusiveness. It's different.
It's different.
The more we watch, the more fun it's going to be. But listen, there's a million other guys to talk about. That's why I'm like, let's watch Bill. Bill's going to be our third string running back. You know what I mean? Like, am I that excited? The answer is yes. But it's just because I want to see his explosiveness. I want to see what he does. And I got to see a little bit of it. And I'm excited. I don't need to see it anymore. See it in the season.
I'm happy if they Terry McLaurin the rest of the preseason.
Sure.
The thing about him that's interesting about him being a third down back and potentially even getting some meaningful carries is that it's like a fake power back because he can get upfield in the blink of an eye with a twitch of a muscle and get that 1.5 yards through a seam. He's not going to barrel over three guys to get it, but if this much airspace is there, he's going to find it. And then all the upside on top of that could happen as a result of him getting upfield.
Open field. Once he gets upfield,
he stomps on the ground. Do you see him stomp?
He puts a foot in the dirt and he cuts. But also, he can stop on a dime and start again, and it's pretty special to see. And he does it. I don't know who he reminds me of. I can't think.
Marshawn Lloyd in high school.
No, stop.
In the championship game.
Stop it. That dude's playing in the NFL still.
I know.
You can't compare him to him.
Well,
I'm comparing him to nobody because I think he is that fresh. Lloyd is more of a tank. He is that. Yeah. He is. Dudes are going to be within arm's length and not lay a finger on him in this league. That says a lot about who I think Bill is, Mr. Bill.
When you have two, obviously one more aged than the other, but two veteran running backs on 1-year contracts, and you draft a guy like old Billy, it says a lot, and he's going to get that kind of a chance with our offense this year, and all this extra stuff. So like that kind of leads me into one of the things I had for us to talk about tonight, which is
whip it out, Ken. Whip it out and throw it onto the damn table.
All right, so we're coming up with we're going to see the positive side of things, the silver lining, the best case scenario almost. We're going to go that route, and I was thinking with guys like Austin Eckler, Zach Ertz, Bobby Wagner, most notably those three. But this second year in our new culture with Adam Peters at the helm, Josh Harris, and Dan Quinn. Second year of them being able to be NFL veterans, and in addition to that, prove it on the field. They're not coming in with just a name and a stat sheet from years past. They did it in burgundy and gold last year at a super high level. And their ability to, like, how much better can they be for us this year, and how much more of an impact are they ultimately going to make on all this very young core of players? Because like Zach Ertz, he can play as long as he wants, and they're saying like he's found these little spots with footwork and otherwise to get him put even in a better position for yards after the catch with Jaden. I mean, it's
all three of those guys just needed, if they do exactly what they did last year, it's a huge victory for us. Now their year 2 comfortability under Dan Quinn, allowing them to let this next wave of dudes understand how it's done, and then getting some other guys in the mix. I think that's super cool. That's just how our teams, the maturation of a team. Even though we're the oldest team, we're one of the newest put together teams.
We are old. We have some old balls.
We do, old burgundy danglers, but that's what it is.
That's correct. They dangle a little bit danglier than others.
I mean, who's getting into the dangly part of it? But let's talk about the Bobby Wagner interview from the other night. That's all I needed to hear. When he said he wanted to be back here because he loved his teammates, he loved his coaching staff, and we got to get a chance to get back. That's how we all feel. That's just how we all feel. We love this roster. We love this front office and staff, and we think we got a chance to get to the big dance. So, man, that's why we talk shit on a Tuesday night.
Austin Eckler will have a major role. I mean, hopefully he can stay concussion free.
Yeah,
it's really hard to do as a running back.
That was the only thing that was a problem for him last year.
Yeah, but. I mean, he was the best kickoff return man in the business. Maybe he won't have that job any longer for good reason, but he was the guy we depended on at running back down the stretch when it mattered. Yeah. And
he produced for us last year, man. I was very happy with what he did, and he's so cool in the screen game. When he's healthy, our guy gets to put him in spots to succeed.
The knock ultimately on B-Rob is like a lack of dynamicness,
speed.
So, and that's not going to change anything.
He's fine. He's got fine speed. His moves are all right. He's a bad son of a gun.
I hope he gets 250 carries for us this year.
Yeah, he's a bad dude. And listen, this offense is going to open up for him this year. There'll be a little more space for him to do his work in.
So you got these veterans who have just 1 year, that trying to find where the good is of being so old. And we're, in the old days, having veterans around our team they fought against our culture and lost every single time, to all the terrible cultures we had. So nobody was improving the culture.
What was it? Get the bag culture. And once everyone secured the bag, there was no more culture. It was like, I got my bag. What are you talking about? What you talking about? Culture.
They took care of number one for sure.
Those days are gone. We have a new everything's different. When Bobby Wagner has that interview, it's over for me. Yeah. I'm done. Like, he can go do whatever he wants. In fact, he can go do nothing if he wants. He wants to come back here and get it done. I love it.
Yeah, and these guys, they're not like in rocking chairs on the front porch by any means.
No, I was about to tell you, we're double digit. We're double digit older than everybody we're discussing right now.
Yeah, well, not only is that true, but we're talking about players that just had seasons where they competed at an incredibly high level, and we're not. this is and we're not paying any of them, necessarily a bucket load of money.
No.
All right, so how about this?
How about it?
Let's spin our weekly positive note on Terry. Absolutely, Bumpkiss has changed since we last had the conversation last week about Terry McLaurin.
That is not a real word.
I think it transmits.
I've never heard that word said.
Blumpkiss? Bumpkiss? What did I say?
I think you said Blumpkin.
I said Well,
Bumpkiss?
Bumpkiss.
Yeah, I don't
Doesn't mean Bumpkiss.
I've read it. I think I read that word like 100 years ago in a book. I've never heard it orated.
No, you can never say that again.
Damn it.
And you said it. So there's no reason to really go through any of it, right? Because I liked the discussion we had on it last week. So trying to find a different angle and a different way of looking at it, and I thought how much of a positive it is for Deebo Samuel and Jaden Daniels to get so much one-on-one time in this offense where balls are coming at him from number 5. They're getting on the same page. I guess they have that slot fade down that they like. That's a positive. Giving Deebo that much more time.
Yeah. All those guys, specifically Deebo, who's going to get the ball given to him on every part of the field, and Jaden's capable of getting it to him on every part of the field.
Yep,
it is neat that those guys get to come together a little bit and get a better feel for each other. That's there's no way anyone could argue that.
There's other balls would have had to have gone to Terry.
Absolutely. And I know they're doing a bunch of general stuff, but now as we get more specific right now and all on the work on the side and the conversations, I think it'd be cool to have Terry involved in these conversations, but specifically reps and feeling each other out, absolutely that process has to occur, and it has to have been sped up by Terry's absence. There's just no way around it, which is awesome.
And
this is a silver lining type Tuesday.
And trickle down silver lining, because Deebo Samuel and Terry McLaurin are two different kinds of number one receivers in our offense. They're both wide receiver one, type players. They're different kinds of dudes. Yeah. Mike Sainristil is spending a lot of time covering Deebo Samuel as a wide receiver one in Cliff Kingsbury's offense. And my understanding is that Deebo is getting the better of him, as you would expect. But that's a great summertime matchup. Again, just even if it's a dozen more reps against Deebo Samuel in the red zone in like a 2-minute drill that Sainristil gets, I think that pays off in spades.
He won't go up against a more physical badass, I don't think, at any time in the pass and run game. That's the dude you want. You want that dude chasing him around. I dig that as Sainristil. You don't want to put Lattimore inside just yet, so let him dominate outside where he wreaks havoc. And Sainristil, that's pretty sweet. This is how you get better. You build a roster like we have, and you let guys compete. But you draft and bring guys in who want to do it. Deebo and Sainristil are two of the baddest ass competitors in ball. So having those guys go at it in our camp, that should be something people should line up for and watch every single day. That is elite there. That's elite.
Yeah, those are one-on-ones. Those are one-on-ones you want to watch happen.
Yes.
Speaking of build, that's why you build a roster. Today marks a certain anniversary for a very favorite roster builder of ours.
Oh, man. 39 years ago today. I'm not going to ask because it's just you'd have to look it up. But
we can get some, right?
Yeah, I think so. Let's just say this. I will say the USFL had we went on a poach down, and I guess today was the day in 1986, August 12th, 1986. Bobby Beathard reached out to about half a dozen USFL guys, and I think there was like a regional guys. He had certain, but there's a guy that you love.
Was Doug one of them?
Doug Williams was signed 39 years ago today.
Okay.
Can you tell me that the team he played for? Now Tampa Bay had the NFL rights to him. We had to cough up a fifth to Tampa Bay because they did own his rights. But he was playing for the
not the Argonauts. I want to say he was playing for the.
There's some cool ass names for these teams in the USFL. I'm not gonna lie.
Was it
out west?
The Rockets.
They had two cities. One was Oklahoma and one was Arizona. Can you tell me their name?
They both had the same mascot?
No, he played for the same franchise. Obviously, they spent time in either or in both due to
Rattlesnakes.
It was close. The Outlaws.
Okay.
Doug Williams came from the Oklahoma-Arizona Outlaws, but we had two other signings. We also got Clarence Verdin. So
I wouldn't have got that.
No one would.
We've met Clarence Verdin before.
I know. He's a good dude. Don't remember that at all, but I remember we met him.
We definitely met him.
I remember we had him on a list of guys we met. But 2 other big-time dudes. One you love that wasn't as big time as we thought, but all 4 of these guys were Super Bowl champions. And I'm thinking, damn.
All right, any other quarterbacks?
August of 86, and then we won it all in 87 and the Super Bowl of 88. That's some pretty good acquisitions there. No other quarterbacks. But
I got one. I know
offensive firepower.
Kelvin Bryant had to have been
Kelvin Bryant.
Yes.
And he was I think we had some weird thing because he was local, I thought. He played for the Philadelphia to be Baltimore Stars. And we had to cough up some cash because he had 400 G's left on his contract to get him.
Right.
And we went ahead and got him.
He couldn't have. I don't think anyone has had more knee injuries than Kelvin Bryant. I think he has the world record.
He played for us for 4 years. He had 1,634 yards receiving and 1,186 rushing, 14 touchdowns receiving and 6 rushing.
I love
him.
He
was the original pass catching running back that was 6. He was a big dude.
Boy, yeah.
He was no Joe Washington. He was a big dude.
And just for the record, back in those days, the Joe Gibbs days of the preseason, you're talking about 39 years ago today, the preseason was awesome because that's when you saw guys like Kelvin Bryant. I mean, the guys like Kelvin Bryant got 2 or 3 quarters in one of 5 playoff games or preseason games, maybe in a whole game. And if you love these guys, that's the only time you were ever going to see them. And it was fun. It was fun to watch us play those guys. Anyways, Kelvin Bryant was the kind of guy who made preseasons fun. I remember that. Mark Rippon did too, years before he ever made the active roster.
Our last guy, I think technically negotiations started on the 11th, and it went through the midnight hour.
Offense or defense?
Offense. Looks like things were cleaned up on the 12th, and he proceeded to be a force on our offense for 8 more seasons, 2 more Super Bowls, 117 games played, 36 touchdowns, and he was just a badass. And I
Part
think
of the posse?
NES Tecmo, he knows what's up.
Posse? Ricky?
It's Ricky. Sure is Ricky from my favorite nickname team, the Houston Gamblers.
Mm-hmm.
We scooped Ricky up, 414 receptions, 5,854 yards. I mean, that's a haul.
Doug,
that is a damn haul
Ricky,
right there. That's a haul.
Get out.
All 4 of those guys contributed to the Super Bowl the following season, and Ricky to another one after that. So, very nice. Very nice. Nice to get 39 years ago's news, knowing I was 10.
Hey, exactly. I mean, we were obviously talking about it on our show, though. At the time, it was a much different broadcast back then. It was in a station wagon, not seatbelts.
Paneled, facing out the wrong way, obviously.
And it didn't. They came with seatbelts, but they just didn't work anymore because for whatever reason. I mean, a seatbelt was just
they had been gummed to death.
Yes, they were no longer.
There's way too many Honey Nut Cheerios jammed in there to redo it. It was too late. That thing was over.
They were an option anyways. All right, so we did a little Terry talk. We trickled it down to some goodness there. How about Burgundy versus Gold? The reality of the preseason every year, which is always that defenses are ahead of offenses in general. Seems like that's
at
the
every
case.
level.
Yeah, that's the case here.
Go out and watch the first week of camp anywhere. You're damn right it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just what it is. The offensive rhythm, I get it, whatever. It sucks if you play offense and you're a competitor and you're getting your ass kicked. But listen, I went out to St. John's the other day. First couple drives, come on. There's some ugliness. There's going to be some turnover. There's going to be some motion penalties. There's going to be someone jumping. That's why August sucks. You just want to hit fast. I want everyone to go through it. You need to go through it. Obviously, it's a necessity. I just don't think we need to be talking about it all the damn. Not you and I. The way the world's on pins and needles about everything that happens. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Our defense dominated our Gold won over Burgundy, which our number 1 defense beat our number 1 offense, and number 2 offense beat our number 2 defense. If you can follow that, but talking to some of these guys like Ken Law specifically, some of the guys up front talking about how it was like a cool format, which I, as a college coach and even a high school coach, but you would appreciate the changing things up. And so they had like Witt and I guess was it Witt and Cliff? They were both head coaches, for these games, and they have to do like a whole run through. So like Quinn bills this as not as like a development of coaches scenario. They have to watch tape with Adam Peters after the game. They have to do all like the pregame stuff like that a head coach would do for these Burgundy versus Gold games. They have like separate team meetings and warm-ups like it was an actual game day. So they go through like this whole pomp and pageantry for this, affair, which is cool. I mean, I like that. And obviously, I'm sure everyone does some version of that. But if you can do those kinds of things well in August, again, there's no final score at the end of doing that well. I think then that's the culture that makes you capable of being much better than the 500 that people are attributing to us as, because we're going to regress for some reason.
Well, also, he's making a strong statement here. We are going to develop coaches here in this franchise, not just talent. We're going to develop all of our talent, anything that has to do with anything. Trainers. This is a place where you come, and it's going to be a positive atmosphere where everyone's getting better, and that's all you can be. I mean, what else can you possibly? How can you put a better foot forward than having the whole world understand that? Like, this is as negative of a place as it was in the public eye and the local eye. It's just flipped. It's just totally flipped. And some days I just sit here on Tuesdays and I'm like, this is so much better to go talk about than it was for the previous 8 years.
And I never knew that I wanted to be an NFL coach of any kind until I had the dream to be a coach for Team Gold against Team Burgundy. I think that becomes list of goals.
You got your work cut out for you.
That's all I'm saying. I think
you're
right.
Maybe if someone could give you a little volunteer job, show up.
like the Candy Striper version of analyst.
No, you have to work your way up.
Okay. That's fine.
I know.
That's all I can ask for.
All you got to is get Adam Peters to give you that wink.
Team Gold. Obviously, Team Gold all day. Our whole family's been Team Gold our whole lives. How about this? Let's go back over here for a second. This is a story we'll just dip into and then dip out of. Wait, before we do, Greg does have something for us, so we'll let him throw that out there at some point just so everyone knows what's going on with it. You know what? I put it on the other. Let's just do this.
Bump kiss. It's not even bump kiss or whatever.
I said bump kiss. I put an M in there.
Bump? I didn't know what you're saying. I thought you said blump kiss.
Well, then I came back with that, but not on purpose.
I think Blumkiss sounds really gross.
So obviously it's Team Mom photo time. We're gonna have to have something that we can slide onto the screen on and off. But in a picture that also has Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd, we thought we should probably also have them in because they're her friends.
I'm not,
and I'm okay with our Team Mom having friends, like outside of just our group. We'll put that down there for a little bit.
You do your thing.
Right.
I'm just waiting for
little Bob Ross. I was like, if Bob Ross podcast, he'd be like, we'll just put that right down there in the corner, and it'll just be our little secret.
Right by the bumpkin.
Right by the Blumkiss. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch it up.
We're supposed to do this while we were off camera, but I was waiting for Greg to put on his. There it is. Commanders Conclave. We must choose the official theme song of the team's 2025 season. Now, he's going to give us, I guess, a bunch of categories to work through, as my guess. He'll let us know how we're going to conclave. I didn't have too many other, newsworthy stuff in terms of the week that was for the Skins, other than, guys, I would probably be excited to talk about regardless of that night. Because, I mean, obviously, I still think, I think Luke McCaffrey could be a big story, and I don't think anything about Friday night makes that any more likely or less likely.
I think he could be a good story. I don't think he's going to be a big story. I just unfortunately think with their two studs and a rookie, he's going to be a damn good player, and I like him, but I don't know that he's going to.
Do you think he can win the kickoff return job?
I don't know.
That's what
I don't know how often I've ever seen him return a kickoff.
He did it for us last year to finish the season. He was good.
I thought he was okay.
He was okay.
Yeah.
I would be shocked if we didn't have somebody on the team who, in our minds, was physically superior at that particular role. I think everyone, looking at a guy like, Jalen.
Well, yeah. I mean, you let Jalen Lane do it, and it seems like we'll be all right. But I don't know. He says we're going to let the brainstorm begin. I'm just going to ask one more. I'm just going to say it. And I wanted to say it last week, and I'm not trying to be negative, but I understand the trepidation on both sides with the McLaurin contract, and I just wanted to throw this out there. Charlie Taylor, Gary Clark, Santana Moss, Bobby Mitchell, and Ricky Sanders. 5 of our top 7 receivers of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Those 5 players have combined for 19 seasons, age 30 and over. How many of those seasons out of the 19 combined did one of those 5 receivers go over 1,000 yards?
Oof. I mean, shoot. I don't know.
Charlie Taylor, Gary
Taylor.
Clark, Santana Moss, Bobby Mitchell, and Ricky Sanders.
I don't know, 6 or 7 times. 8, maybe, tops.
Once.
Can I guess which one it was? I was going to say, I was thinking Charlie Taylor did it multiple times, but
not in age 30, not never. Charlie Taylor was shut out for 1,000-yard seasons in age 30 and over.
Okay. Who was it?
Gary Clark shut out. Ricky Sanders shut out. Bobby Mitchell shut out. Santana had 5 seasons in 30-plus, and only one of them was over 1,000. I'm not saying that I believe this, that, and the other. I'm just saying I understand why this deal is extremely hard.
Yep.
I got 6 receivers in the top 50 in the NFL right now, and the numbers are bizarre. And if I told you the names, it's bizarre, but it's along the same line, so I'm just going to save it. But there are certain guys that at 30, it shuts down. It stops. Now, there's a ton of examples, a ton. Henry Ellard was shocking. But there's Torrey Holt. There's guys that, there's just a ton of badasses. But we're talking about some pretty big dudes. I'm just saying, if we're going to pay someone $33 million, I get the market isn't there and doesn't exist, that we're creating it. Terry's creating it, and they're working on it right now.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying. I understand both sides, and I understand 100% this is getting done. It ain't happening soon. I don't care if you talk to Adam Peters today.
Yeah, what's the
and I'm not worried about it.
Let's just, if we're throwing a dart, is it before or after August 30th?
Just for our team, guys. What'd you say? Sorry, August 30th?
Yeah.
I think it's after August 30th.
Oh, wow.
The truth. I think that's a good date, right around there. This is weird, man, and it's going to get odd, and it's going to be strange, but he's not going anywhere else.
So James Cook just ended his today, which was a similar scenario in that he was under contract.
He refused to go in the game, which is weird.
Well, he was holding in, right?
But he went through the warm-ups, he dressed,
and then
then they asked him to play, and he was like, "Nah, I'm okay." That to me is just weird.
That's weird.
That could have been discussed pre. You could have said all right, I'm not.
Don't be in the Don't be in the pregame.
I'm not gonna be a little hoe about it. Like Terry said, "Hey, I'm requesting a trade," and everyone was like,
"Yeah,
no, I'm guys, it's so serious, guys,
super serial.
This is serious."
The Terry McLaurin scenario is not. So there is some similarities with the Cook in that McLaurin is under contract. At some point, he's gonna play. I don't know if they're really trying to make Terry make that decision.
No,
or not.
But what they're saying is, to Greg Martin's point, we don't want to pay $34 million for 900 yards, but we'll pay 26.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I understand why they're saying it.
Is it just a gigantic raise? Could they get him in on a big raise this year? Just the room that we have now. Now, of course, you're not his age. I always ask you the hard questions.
I don't.
Let's say he's under contract for this year, and we say, fine, you know what? We'll raise your salary this year to 26, whatever the difference is, because they have that laying around for this year's salary cap. And then he's a free agent.
Yeah, but that's not really a good faith thing. That's kind of like what happens at the very end. Like, please come back, or I'll just sit the season out. Weird shit. I don't think we're getting to that point, but it ain't going to be ugly. It ain't going to be easy. It's going to be ugly before it gets done.
Yep. Well, but that's the whole thing. Like right now, Terry wants us to bid against the market, and we're like, well, we don't have to bid against the market because we're not in the market.
And there isn't one.
And then when he's a free agent, let the market develop with us having a chance to match or do better. That would be the hometown discount version of that. But at some point, like the wide receivers, there's a couple of wide receivers that just got paid that are in their second contract. But at the same time, college is dumping incredibly large amounts of capable mega wide receiver, prototypes into the league every single year. And so you just can't pay everyone $25 million each.
Right. But I do think Terry deserves to get his 30.
Yeah, and he will.
If it's 3 years, not whatever the hell, and it should, and it will. But this is gonna take a minute, and I don't mind it. I don't mind us being careful. We're gonna have a shit ton of contracts to deal with in the next couple of years. And if Terry McLaurin if we were like, wait, he did this. This happened with Terry. Like, this is going to cause some people to think before they, there's going to have to be some communication. Because San Francisco, we talked about it. This is what happened every year.
Every year.
And every year we said the team gained the advantage the closer and closer it got to the season. And in every single case, that's what it was. But in all these cases in San Fran, there was something worked out. Both teams got a little. Both teams gave up a little. Both sides. So that's what's going to happen to get it done.
I definitely want Terry to get a little, whatever it is to get to show him some respect and love, because it's not my money.
Our old regime would have just paid him out the ass right now just to make everyone happy. And the new regime's saying we're not paying for old shit. We're going to pay for the next 4 years, and the next 4 years is Jaden Daniels' window.
Yeah,
and I do believe his window looks way more glorious from the inside out if number 17 is lined up out wide. And I think everyone's on agreement with that. It's just going to take some time. It's going to cause us a little hiccup at the beginning of this year. Hopefully this isn't something we are discussing ever again come early September. Because he's going to take a second to work his way back in. It's just what it is.
That's to me, it becomes, what's the first game, the 7th or the 10th, whatever that is, that weekend. So whatever amount of time he needs to be able to get some pads on, get in some good practices and running with whatever that is. But
oh no, Greg Martin, we got a bunch of contracts. Listen, we're talking about guys going to contract years. You think we're going to let Laramie Tunsil go into a contract year if we're not going to let Terry McLaurin? He's the linchpin in all this. He's got 2 years.
He's looking good too.
And after this season's over, he's going to be looking to retool something to stay around for a little bit.
Oh yeah,
there is all kinds of guys going into their. They're going to be going into there. There's 2 different dudes. Hey, Deebo Samuel.
I was going to say Deebo Samuel's 100%.
If he has a badass year this year, how are we not going to consider him as somebody?
We're going to pay
Laramie Tunsil.
We're going to pay a receiver top dollar. Yeah. A receiver. We might not have to be able to pay
Biotish will be up on going into a contract. I mean, we're just going to have guys that we might want to keep around that we want to have flexibility with, and
we have the money.
And we're gonna.
We've saved the space
and
for
Terry
those kinds
McLaurin
of things.
is under contract for the Washington Commanders this year.
Yep.
I mean, that's the bottom line. Same contract Debo's under. They're both playing for one more year, trying to get theirs. So
I like the fact that players are doing this. Cam Hayward is doing it in Pittsburgh. He's just decided that his contract isn't worth playing for this year. He's under contract to play, and that's a whole situation playing out. So, if a player says I should be paid more, I respect them playing all the cards that they want to play that are in their hand, because that's all they have. It's their body, and they, if it's a gamble, one way or the other, you could cost them money, you could make them money. But the truth of the matter is, like, professional football teams, the organizations, I mean, for good reason and by design, it's incredibly cutthroat and cold, and it's putting values on human beings,
and positions.
Yes. So they just
Greg Martin's asking right here, why would we not pay Terry at 30 and pay Laramie Tunsil at 30? Well, we did a big study 3 years ago on how long left tackles last in this league, and that's a 35-year. They got till 35 before the elite left tackles wear out. We'd had a list of about 20 dudes, including Trent at this point. Elite left tackles, they get paid well into their 30s, and they've proven it. It's the receivers that have the fall off, and that's just specific to the position. That's not my preference. That's not my I didn't decide this. I'm just telling you that's what it is. And there's a lot of left tackles out there and a lot of big-time tackles that have lasted. And I think, what would you determine, age 36 for some of these guys? 37 is when they – Whitworth went to like 40.
Yeah,
there were
you
some
have
dudes.
Lane Johnson League right now. He just got rated 99 in Madden. He's at the top of his game. Obviously, Trent Williams – Rashawn Slater, before he got hurt for LA, is one of the top ones. Yeah. Deion Dawkins in Buffalo is one of the top ones. And these guys are animals. They're beasts. You can't win without them. And they are built like tanks. And as long as people don't roll up on them from behind, they pretty much last into their mid-30s.
I would like to roll up Laramie Tunsil into a 5-year deal that coincides with Jaden Daniels' time here until he's done, because I think he'll be perfect. And I'm not saying we should pay Debo ever over Terry. I wouldn't say that. I love Debo.
Yep.
But, of course, Tim McLaurin will get paid before Debo.
Any thoughts on theme song for the season?
I mean, I think I might need I don't know if I could just think about it right here and now.
Yeah.
That's like some scroll time. That's some green room time.
We'll have to light the black smoke on an alternative evening. Yeah, for sure. We could talk about our Teen Mom's fight against the cosmeceutical industrial complex, which we're hugely involved in every day.
I don't think Terry or Debo is going to get what they want. Specifically, that's what I'm saying. 30-year-old wide receivers are trying to figure it out, and they're going to have to. Debo's playing through it. He's not. I mean, he's signed for a year. McLaurin signed for a year. Terry's going to have to show up and play at some point.
I think the idea is that they're going, with the window. Look at the way that the other teams have managed the window of these like generational type of quarterbacks. You could look at Buffalo and Cincinnati, and obviously the Chiefs.
Pat Mahomes.
Pat Mahomes. It's the way that they manage the window with the salary cap. Right. Obviously, when you want to, there's so many positions that if you can get premium talent at, it'll cost the top of the dollar market for left tackles, corners, wide receivers, those kinds of guys, even guards and centers.
Now it is guards and centers.
So you have to have some money for that, but the Washington Commanders are going to have a highly paid wide receiver, involved in the mix at all times. But as long as when Jaden Daniels has to start getting paid big money by that time, so like in the next 3 years, every single year, we have to draft at least one guy in the top 3 rounds who we think can be a long-term starter, because we're going to need guys on their rookie deals going into Jaden Daniels' first years getting paid. And they're going to have to be high contributors. We might not have room right away for multiple $25+ million wide receivers when we transition from Jaden rookie deal to Jaden's second contract.
Agreed. Can you imagine what that number is going to be?
But
I'm talking about for the wide receivers. Forget about Jaden.
Oh yeah,
that's not even. That's not even. We don't talk about that.
That's a
we don't
Shohei Ohtani scenario.
We don't have to talk about that. I'm just saying.
But whatever it is, it'll be done.
The top 5 receiver money at that time. Holy smokes.
Yeah, so it's going to have to be.
We can't worry about Jaden Daniels.
That's right.
But that number is funny to think about.
And if you think about it, it's happening right in front of our eyes, and we're seeing how it's working because Joe Burrow is a generationally great quarterback. Jamar Chase is one of the top receivers in the league, and T. Higgins is also considered one of the top receivers in the league. They're both getting paid very, very good money after a incredibly generous contract that Joe Burrow got for himself. So there's a different way forward. But if you look at what's happening with that roster, you think it's an exciting offense. But they're rolling out the janitorial staff on defense because they got nothing else.
Oh, it's tough.
No offense. They have obviously good players. God, they'll be like, offense.
They're so dumb.
It's like, what's going on?
No, but it's fun. It's like running a fantasy football team. They're like, screw it. Let's hope that it's fun for them because what the hell else do they got?
Oh yeah.
And they get shitted on for letting those guys go. They get shitted on for keeping them. I might as well keep them and see if you can score a hunch.
Absolutely. You could absolutely see a new aged philosophy. I don't know
on how to go 7-10. Lead the league in offense.
Not just lead the league, like Guinness World Record every year.
How to miss the playoffs while having the number 2 top receivers, the number 1 quarterback, the number 1 passing offense. They ran
3,000 more plays than everyone else. They're like, how did they do that?
It's not gonna matter.
It's not gonna matter. So there's multiple ways of going about it.
They'll win some games against some shitty teams.
Oh yeah,
they'll get up 21-0, and what are they gonna do? Sit on it? Just throw it short to Jamar Chase.
Chase Brown, he's great. I don't know. I forget who their tight end is. Uzoka or whatever that guy is. Ugomoza or whatever it is. I know one thing. They are going to be fun to watch on TV this year. I can't wait.
That will be fun television.
Yes. And I also would say I probably don't want to be in that position as a general manager.
Because it's not good football.
No.
It's not good football. It's fun.
Yeah.
But you're not sitting there like, here we go.
Yeah.
Now you're like, what the hell's going on in this game?
And if you're talking, so you're taking exactly what's not going to happen. That's not going to happen for us. And how would that happen would be if we were to sign both Terry McLaurin and Deebo Samuel to high dollar, multi-year extension, contracts. And I do not see that.
There's no way. They're both
happening.
30. Like,
Exactly.
Jamar's in his mid-20s. I mean, that's understood.
He's the best.
Well, I mean, he's the best. He makes $40 million a year to play his position, and he's not a quarterback. Holy oh man!
You know what the smartest thing about the whole situation was, in my opinion, outside of Joe Burrow saying, "Let's figure out a way to get this done." Sorry, Trey Hendrickson. Is that Jamar Chase? So T. Higgins drops his agent and hires Jamar Chase's agent. So they're negotiating together now. This way before the deals got done. And if you look at what happened when they were both on the field last year, like T. Higgins was out targeting Jamar Chase. Now, obviously, defensive coordinators are targeting Jamar Chase, but Joe Burrow's going to throw it to Jamar Chase no matter what.
So you don't take a guy away anymore.
T. Higgins comes in, and it's a great outcome. T. Higgins is going to. I mean, he was a 1,000-yard receiver last year. He's a genius. They could literally be like two Randy Mosses if everything, which is crazy.
And then you got a 2-time comeback player of the year guy that led the NFL in passing, and a dude that I think is a spectacular superstar, complete badass. The only dude with a losing record in the playoffs is he's beaten, not losing record, but he has beaten him 3 times, only lost to him once, Pat Mahomes. And he's the only cat standing in the AFC that can say he bested this dude in an AFC Championship on the road. This dude's for real. No one else can say that. So everyone puts these other QBs ahead of him, and I'm not sure why. None of those other quarterbacks have done what Joe Burrow's done.
Nope.
So that's an issue, and I love Joe Burrows, and I think he is as good as anyone. If not for 2 shitty-ass, brutal knee injuries, I think Joe Burrows would be talking about arguably in a class by himself.
I like him better than Patrick Mahomes, but I also know why it's ludicrous to say out loud.
All right.
You know what I mean?
I respect the league. I always say that to you. I got to respect the league. I can't just deny what. But if you're saying like moving forward, take away everything they've done, who you think will have a better year this year and who'll be the better player? I'm going to say Joe Burrow. Absolutely. Up to this point, it'd be ludicrous for me to say I thought that Pat Mahomes was worse than Joe Burrow. I don't think Pat Mahomes is worse than anybody right now. Anybody. But I think Joe Burrow's going to have a better year than Pat Mahomes this year. And I think Joe Burrow's special. Pat Mahomes is generationally special. There's nothing taking away from him. Got to respect the league.
Who is going to be our number 3 quarterback?
Josh Johnson. I'm sorry to break so many hearts out there.
Sam, will he make it to our practice squad again?
Sure, why not?
Yes.
I mean, why wouldn't he? Everyone knows he looks good as shit on the practice squad. That old sweet-ass practice squad his ass off and work on that dandruff commercial, and he'll be all right.
I just want Josh Johnson to get an opportunity somewhere else.
I'm just saying. Like, he was the starting quarterback for my cousin's college football team, and that was 20-some years ago. It's pretty cool, man.
It's crazy. He's played everywhere.
For everybody. I mean, he played college football at the University of San Diego for Jim Harbaugh. Like, that was so many years ago.
I think that I think he's a much more compelling locker room guy than Sam Hartman. But the only thing is Sam Hartman and Jaden Daniels are allegedly tight.
I get it. But Cliff Kingsbury, the first thing he said back-to-back seasons about Sam Hartman. First time he got asked. He's got to do a better job protecting the ball.
Yeah.
You know who protects the ball? Josh Johnson. Yeah, he's got a wealth of knowledge and wisdom, Josh Johnson. And I get it. Those dudes are fun. Jaden Daniels and Sam Hartman, they seem like pretty cool guys. Like, the two of those guys, regardless of what they do in life, they head out to, like, go to the movies together. There's going to be a mob of people following them. I mean, he'll work for me. He'll work minimum wage. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't care. I don't think he will. How much? He just needs a beard budget and he's got a Notre Dame degree, walk around money, hair, and he's Caucasian. Ken, I don't know if you noticed. He's a handsome white guy from Notre Dame with perfect hair. I think he's going to be all right. He's going to be okay. I'm not saying I agree with it, but I'm saying he's earned it. He has earned it. He's earned it. He's also against the cosmeceutical industrial complex. I don't believe that at all. We'll look into it. I sincerely doubt it. Do you know what's in his beard and hair right now? Some chemical.
All natural.
Some foreign substance.
Something all
and
natural.
And it's not from Mr. Fiji's front crotch pants. I'm just saying.
It's something from Indiana. It's something from the plains. The cold. They used to keep their...
It's not from inside the turnbuckle, so don't bite it.
The beard. They keep their beards warm during the winter. the cold winter months.
Beard oil.
This will warm your beard up, son. I feel like I've heard that before.
Beard oil.
Beard oil.
I have no beard oil.
So my theme song. How about this? We'll come back to it every couple. If we don't have a final resolution next week, we'll punt it one more time. But maybe initially we need a conclave. Does it have to be? I'm thinking it doesn't have to be like hype music.
No. Yeah, Ken and I went to the game he played in. Sanchez started. Josh Johnson came in. We waited outside with my son, so it wouldn't be the first game he went to. It was just an accidental game we went to by accident.
Mark Sanchez's dog froze to death in the air. It weighed 3.2 ounces, and it was in a little bag on Mark Sanchez's shoulder.
He rolled in to FedEx with a bag, a Merce over his shoulder with a baby dog in it. And I've never wanted to attack the starting quarterback of the Burgundy and Gold with my bare fists.
And by the way, totally irresponsible. It was cold outside. That baby dog was exposed to the elements. Well, he didn't care. It was a total accessory to him. He's a monster.
He's a dumbass human being. He's just thank God for Josh Johnson.
Thank God for Josh Johnson.
My same cousin's high school starting quarterback was Mark Sanchez. You've heard me say this. It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous coincidence. But the starting quarterback that day for my son's first game was his cousin's high school quarterback, and the guy that came in for him was his cousin's college quarterback.
That's right.
Isn't that weird?
That I do remember.
It's very strange.
But I will say that Josh Johnson is, as long as, I'm not, by the time we get to our third quarterback, I have other concerns.
That's why it should be Josh Johnson, not
exactly.
Yeah.
That's fine with me. I think he's a much better
with
dude.
With Cliff's screen game and his ability to get the ball downfield and take care of it, we could survive somehow. The same way we would have last year. I liked our guy last year. What was his name? He was a good player. He's like an 8-year guy in the league.
Buster Scraggs.
Bilbo Baggins.
No, his name was Bilbo Baggins.
No. What was his name? Bumpkiss.
It was Bumpkiss McGee
Stevens
Jr. the third.
Nasty ass Bumpkiss.
I want to say Paul Skeens, but I don't think it was him.
Oh, not Sanchez, Greg. No. Don't speak it into existence. No, we have good team now. No Sanchez, right? Less Sanchez. The better your team is.
I know that's been said before.
They didn't know we were going to be good last year.
They didn't know, so we're not getting pre-scheduled with the F team.
Right.
But if we are coming,
not him.
If we're waking up to a Sanchez game, then something has gone horribly wrong with our season. Because if you look at the teams, there's at least 2 or 3 teams ahead of the Sanchez team, and that's just on whatever that is, CBS or whatever his one. Oh, and by the way, the number 1 team for Fox is Brady and his whatever. Greg Olsen is so much better than Brady.
Well, we've already said that. We know, you know where I stand. Greg Olsen is my favorite guy to talk over the speakers when I'm watching football. It's not even close. I think he's great.
Talk about cosmeceutical industrial complex. Tom Brady's face. The dude looks like a cyborg.
Yeah, he is gone. He's gone rogue. I think he just doesn't care anymore. He's like, screw it.
He went the other direction from Aaron Rodgers, though, for being honest. He never looked back. They went like this.
I think when they both got confiscated by aliens, it was 2 different tribes. And once again, Rodgers got screwed.
Rodgers, he went from Olivia Munn, and he just trickled down through Danica Patrick into a crazy actress, Shailene Woodley, and into Oblivion. And apparently, he was married. I was told it was a lesbian wedding. I have no idea, don't even know what that means. But all I can say is this: he went that route, whereas Tom Brady went the supermodel Gisele Bündchen route. After already siring children with a super hot actress.
Siring?
Yeah. He's been siring.
This is not the 4-H, Ken.
Well, that is whatever the highest ranking is, like, the blue ribbon.
Obviously he's been taken to an alien planet for siring. And damn it. Greg Martin likes Stink better. Stink's all right.
I like Stink better than Tom Brady.
I do too. But I don't like Stink better than Olsen. Olsen's got that swag.
Oh, yeah. Olsen's the best. I think Olsen's their A guy. In fact, he was their A guy. Brady took his spot.
It makes no sense.
Yeah. And then obviously, no Sanchez on Monday night, no Sanchez on Thursday night, no Sanchez on Sunday night.
How about just no más Sanchez?
Hey, you know what? He checks a lot of boxes. He's touched some butts on the field.
He's famous for
fumbles.
Being the most horrible dick ever. Not a real dick, like a I don't know. It's like such a millennial QB.
It is weird to watch the NFL like mediaverse, NFL Network, ESPN, all the shows, like the shows that they roll out, the NFL Lives, the fantasy football shows, the Good Morning Football, and watch them how they work through like the anchors and what player, because a lot of times that's where you probably see certain players really starting to come in and be national whatevers for the first time, like Mark Sanchez was on, I believe, the ESPN network. And I can say, like, every once in a while you see somebody come through and you're like, okay, this is a no-brainer. But like there's like Good Morning Football, Manti Te'o has been a mainstay. I don't think he's okay, but I don't think he's that great.
I don't watch any of this.
Yeah,
on purpose, because I think all of it is awful.
It's mostly awful, Kevin, but occasionally it's good because I watch the games. And I watch them over and over and over again.
I get it, but that show's been on, and my wife's like, "Hey, do you want to watch this?" I'm like, "No, stop leaving it on." I hate this show.
It's a terrible show.
It's a terrible effing show. It's terrible.
And the only say but is because off screen is where I sit when I work from home, and for 30 minutes of highlights or whatever during the season, it's not bad. And if you've already seen SportsCenter a million times. I'm polishing it up. I'm putting a little lipstick on it. It's positive night.
It is not. It is, I guess.
But
TR, third leg Greg's a positive sentence.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's got that going for him. I don't know what Stink. I don't think Stink's got that third.
No.
But I know, well, Brady might have gotten it alienly implanted.
Sure. He's got at least one full-size spare somewhere on his body at all times.
That picture of him when he was getting weighed in at the combine in his
so good
in his boxers. Yeah, that was before he was abducted by aliens, obviously.
Yeah, I mean that is so. It's the difference. It's basically like it literally straddles the standard definition era with the high definition era. Like standard definition, Tom Brady and like 16 pixelness with all of his chest hair and man boobs versus then they went high def and now you're talking about, I mean, you can see literally the cheekbone. Like they look like they're going to cut their way right through his skin.
I'm like, what now? What you got to keep that up, dude. Good luck. You want to be 89 years old and like.
What's the long-term arc here for Tom Brady in our lives as folks? Because like he's not going anywhere, right? So he's on TV right now. He's going to own part of the Raiders. Is he going to eventually just be an owner? Like Michael Jordan.
It freaks me out when there's statues of men that are still alive.
Yeah.
It's super creepy to me. And he's got one of those. Yep. Although I think if anyone deserves one, sports-wise, it's him. Tebow's got one. I mean, there's some weird stuff. Does RG3 have one? I think he does.
A statue?
Yeah, I think he does.
At Baylor?
I think he does.
Well, because he got the Heisman, right? I mean, he won the Heisman. You got to give him that.
I know, but
for
Heisman
college
statue? Like,
sure. How many Heisman winners are there?
I don't know.
Like 60, 70 more?
Some of those dudes are like 19 years old. Like, you're getting a statue for some shit you did at 19. Like, they got to write on like a secret message and hide it somewhere, the other shit you did that year.
Hey, there's no getting around that.
Make a statue of that man. Did you hear what he did second semester at blah, blah, blah?
Oh, so I think that with the point there, anyone who doesn't have a statue that won the Heisman, you got to think to yourself, oh my God, what did that guy do that they had to say, you know what, we're just not even going to start the whole process. What if you had to actually
give it back?
Oh, but you had to give it back.
Well, I mean, it was a man at Southern California.
He got it back, though. He got it back.
Did he get it back?
I believe
he got it back. Did he win it in the craps game, or did he get it back fair and square?
I think he got it back fair and
square. It was
not
a game of dice.
I'm not. I
knew how confident. But
I'm like pretty sure.
I thought I'd heard this, but I wasn't sure. I believe it was a dice
back to just in general the TV experience, and we're talking about like not the arc of Brady in our lives. Because I was thinking about this. Okay, so Michael Jordan made a conscious decision. I mean, I think can we agree that it's fair to like equate the two in terms of their impact on the sport and their ability to impact it after their career playing guys. So
and they're kind of a dick. Like Jordan's a way bigger dick. Sure. But Tom Brady seems like he's kind of a dick.
Seems like he's kind of a dick.
Yeah.
And both of them leave like obviously, and they're indelibly related to like he's New England, he's Chicago. I get it, but
two great places to be a gigantic dick from.
Jordan never tried to ever become like the face or the voice of anything. He was offered big time contracts. I think the rumor is he is going to be in the upcoming season of NBA coverage for ESPN or somebody, which is like crazy huge. So, but
now the gambling's okay. He's like, I can do all this stuff now.
Sure. Well,
Why not?
He went the ownership
Finished
route.
second in the White Marlin Open this past weekend in the great state of Maryland. He lost by 1 pound. That's got to chap his ass.
Got to chap his ass.
But no, he's the guy that wants to gamble his balls off.
Yep.
And now you're allowed to be the face of the NBA and gamble your balls off.
Legally.
Well,
and the face of gambling in the NBA.
Exactly.
He could be the face of gambling.
Let's make him another gajillion. Why not?
He went the route of he was the minority owner. Then he owned the for obviously the Wizards, Bullets, Wizards, and then he was the majority owner for Charlotte for a while. And I think he sold out of that a couple of years ago, or whatever team it was. And I apologize if that wasn't what, but
it was.
But so he stayed more at like the franchise level of the played for us for a couple of years in addition to being a GM for us for a couple of years. But like Tom Brady went straight to like Tom Brady never was a coach for the Patriots. I mean, he could have had any job he wanted for the New England Patriots. He could have been whatever he wanted to be, but instead he went straight to being the voice of the league. Right? It's interesting.
And he wasn't great at it, and he wasn't terrible at it. He was just he was so Tom. Of course, he got better and worked hard at it.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of why I think he's a dick too. He's pretty good at a lot of stuff.
So, but we could be in for like 40 years of Tom Brady.
Oh, you're damn right we are. He doesn't look like this for nothing.
No, I'm just saying, 40 years. Like right now, like we might never, like he might be the number one guy on whatever network he's doing for NFL games. Like well after we're dead. I mean, you're much older than me, but well after we're gone.
I mean, I get it. He's gonna be here for 170.
Yes. So I don't know. I actually had that thought the other day. I know it was a waste. It's a waste of some people's time. He's never going anywhere.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, he's just here to stay. So just to put a pin in the theme, just because I want to make sure we give rock or rap.
What do you mean?
For the music for the season.
Well, I don't know if we have to differentiate. In fact, a majority of our music is both. Yeah. So I don't know how you can.
Is it a chill sound? I said it's not gonna be hype music.
No,
upbeat though, right? It can't be like it can't be like Christopher Cross.
TR reached that with Rare Essence Overnight Scenario, and I understand why. We sped up the process a year ago, and I enjoy that. So anyone can we're just throwing those songs into a big old mixing bowl here, and we're gonna play them all and see which one sounds the best.
Which one was 2 a.m?
Overnight Scenario.
No. I'm saying what happened at 2 a.m?
Wasn't at the Pancake House.
Was at the Pancake House. All right. I don't know if it was because that could have been 3 a.m. I'm not sure.
5 a.m. we were just getting home.
Yeah. 6 a.m.
We began to shout. I don't remember.
All right. Listen. Oh wait, what do you got here? Real American, the Hulk Hogan.
I think we're gonna steer a little bit away from the Hulkster on this one.
I think
we got a little crazy there at the end.
He did. I mean, the thing, like when we grew up, the Hulk Hogan that we grew up watching was because it was before
a steroid munching whack job.
Yes,
but that was fine then.
And that's
like,
all
go
it was.
For it.
There was no reality TV then. There was no 24-hour anything. There was no internet. We just tuned in and saw a guy clearly on some kind of a regimen of Eastern European steroids.
When the eyes would go and the jaws, and you were like, my dad was like, "Oh my God, I think he's on cocaine." And I was like,
yes, something's happening up there.
I was like, "No, he's not."
we're 60 minutes a week. Mean Gene is on the scene, and everything's going to be okay.
I didn't realize what a pimp he was in the game.
Mean Gene?
I didn't realize that he was backhanding dudes left and right.
Oh.
Kamala, the African beast or whatever he was called, and he was like, where the hell were you at the interview, Kamala? That's the third one he missed this week. You want to ever make any money in this damn thing? You show up when I say so. And we're back at, and they were doing like the, I was like, Mean Gene. Did not get that nickname. I thought it was like calling like a fat guy skinny. No, he was a ball buster, dude.
So great. Yeah, so that's all we had. And then later in life, you could, it was a little bit more of a Hulk Hogan buffet. And there was still some of the steroid-induced wrestlingness, but then there was a whole bunch of other stuff as well. So that's by the way, that is unique to us, to our age of people. When we talked about what's his face,
Thunderlips.
We
I thought that's what you were saying.
Obviously, Thunderlips. I'm talking about Tom Brady. We had standard def Tom Brady with his, boxer briefs, and now we have
Haynes. They were Haynes.
And now we have alien Tom Brady, in high def, 4K, 6K, however many Ks.
He looks good for
all
a
the Ks.
No, I think we've always done V in this basement.
He's perfect.
We've
for
called
V.
anyone that was like sort of not human a member of the V.
He's a visitor.
It was an 80s jam.
Morena Bachman was the best Diana of all the Dianas.
Just when they would eat the mice and rats, it was enthralling. I loved it. Peel the face back and just scarf down a rat. Mm.
It's still to this day is one of the best miniseries that television has ever produced. It was
incredible. I could not wait.
Late 80s.
It was so incredible. I could not wait. It was so great. V.
The original Diana, she kind of had like a Delta Burke
dark
look to
hair.
her. Yeah. She
Short
was
hair.
gorgeous.
Right.
And Mark Singer, if he knew she was a lizard.
I don't know these names, Ken.
He was Donovan.
To me like I know the Fudge Donovan or whoever. I watched the show. It was a great show. I
remember Ham.
I don't know any of their goddamn names. This is legit. This is almost as far ago as fucking. Sorry.
Donovan's son
Did
Sean.
Bobby
that whole
Becker dick around with
storyline.
V or no? He's busy signing half the USFL so we can win Super Bowls.
I thought we were talking about V. My bad.
No,
dude.
I could tell you like that. We had Alvin Walton starting at safety, but I don't know about V and Diana and stuff.
But you kind of do.
No, I don't. Not one name. They ate mice. There was hot ladies and there was aliens everywhere. Families were worried.
Okay.
Some Americans
We're on the
and
same
V
page.
got together.
Yes.
And it was fine. It got weird. It was too much.
They were absolutely, they were helping him out. It was not cool. I certainly wasn't happy about that. They met the same fate though as the visitors at the end of the day.
Well,
as they should have.
Yes.
I don't know. You can't sell out
The
your
lesson
planet.
was learned. No, you only got one.
You and I wouldn't. We would be Ham and Donovan. And I want to know from the board who's Donovan and who's Ham between Kevin and I. If that's a thing for you.
If I look these things up, I'm going to be pissed at myself.
You never will. You never
All
will.
right, Greg throws out the Fox NFL song.
Maybe what about like the CBS, like the one from the 80s, the NFL Today song before Brent Musburger? That was a good song. That got me hyped up.
I thought we weren't trying to get you hyped up.
Don't get me. All right. That's true. Got to stay
We got to go to Boner Jams.
Jeez,
No.
Ken, sorry, TR. I'm so sorry. We didn't spoil anything.
Except for they eat mice.
Yeah, that's true. Thanks a lot, Kevin. But they could be our friends. You should watch it and find out. What do we want to talk about next week? What do we line up? We're gonna have an actual Monday night affair. We'll be coming one day off of that.
I think.
How do you want to talk about that game? How do you want to kind of
talk about it like normal folks? We don't have to,
normal people?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna wear a weird outfit and come over here.
Normal people.
Monday Night Football will allow us to have something fun to talk about Tuesday a little bit. I do think we will see a majority of those 30 guys briefly. I think.
Will Jaden play?
I don't know.
Because we still have one more game.
I was going to say, is Mariota going to play? Is he healthy enough to get back Monday night? I mean, he's got 10 days. We'll see. I don't care if he does, but I would like to see him out there for one drive. I'd like to see the starters out there for a quarter and then get everyone the hell out.
And
that will be it because the game 3 in Baltimore is a nothing game.
Yeah, so explain this to me because, I turn to you and ask you questions. You're like, why are you asking me these questions? We play Monday, August 18th against Cincinnati. And then we come back and we finish out against Saturday on August 23rd. And then we wait
at noon.
At noon. And then we wait 14 days, 15 days.
15 days.
Until the first game on the 7th. So, but that's 15 days. But really, if you're going to not play your guys against Baltimore that day because you have 90 guys, then really you're talking about it really being like 20 days. And I think that's what it was last year, 20 or 21 days between times when your starters got on pads and went at it with another guy who in a not practice scenario. What's up with that? Is that what's going to be? I mean, are they going to have to take this week out of here at some point? Or what's going on?
I don't know, but
sorry,
we were pretty good with it last year, so I'm all right with it.
We were good with it last year.
We were very, very sneaky.
I think they're queuing up the taking us down to 2 games here pretty quickly, and
that's fine.
Yeah,
and then care less. How about that gives Terry McLaurin 10 days to reenact with his teammates?
That's another whole thing here. I mean, basically, you have 2 weeks or 3 weeks in between this Monday night game against the Bengals and the season opener, and the only thing our team's going to be working on from that day on is the New York Giants.
Or the Terry McLaurin contract.
And the Terry McLaurin contract. Yeah, so you won't have to worry. That's a lot of time to dedicate to that. So, I don't know. Let's hope that we have at least some progress or some positive angle on the Terry McLaurin deal. Just please, I just want to stop talking about this one. But
we haven't really hammered away at it.
No, we haven't. And I think that we've been like seasoned on, I hate this topic. I hope we don't have to talk about it anymore. Over the years, there's a lot to get what's going in that bucket.
We've also seen how these things go in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
And everything is trending towards the exact same place. They've all gone, and they all end the same way with guys like him. Couple concessions here or there, back in camp in 10 days.
Off the top of your head, last 8 years, your highest ranking conversation in the category of, I just want this story to go away. I'm so sick of talking about it.
Anything to do with a tiny little man that kicks his legs on the toilet seat.
Oh, well, yeah. That was wall to wall. It was always a Dan Snyder story from the time we started doing the show till it ended.
His adorable little Redskin Crocs.
Ding, 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 ding,
like he's just whining away.
I thought you were gonna say Kirk Cousins. The Kirk Cousins stuff was just legendarily browbeating.
Yeah, I don't. This is not a topic that I find to be all that.
That's like.
So
what's your worst?
Before we leave, what's the worst shit? What do we hate the most? What do we all hate? But it was supposed to be the silver lining episode.
But the silver lining is those days are gone.
You said the D word, and then you dropped a K right on top of it.
It's true. That's true. But I think that it's easy to see the difference between then and that now and then. And I'm a glasses half full now guy over glasses half empty then.
I am just happy that it is football season.
One player that you're looking to see something awesome out of, or that you're really looking forward to seeing on Monday night.
Monday night, I want to see some Sinnott. I want to see some Sinnott because he's going to get some run, and they're going to get some. Listen, everyone's pissed about how shitty we looked. I get it. We're going to come out and go up against that vaunted Bengals defense, and you better hope our sweet asses have some gash plays of 15 to 25 yards. And I would love to see the young tight end catch a little seam route, make a little play out in the flat, break a tackle. Show what he came here to do, which was he was a tackle breaker. He showed speed. He had some skills offensively, and we don't get to see a lot of it last year. I'd like to see a little bit of it on Monday. I want to see him step up. I think that'd be a big dude. Yeah, well, TR, you know I'm a Bill guy. It's always Bill. But I got to see Bill last week against NFL competition make multiple people look foolish. I believe that's what he's going to do for a big part of his career. I'd like to see Sinnott get in the mix.
Yeah.
See him do work.
It'd be great if he came along. He would be that would be a big development for our offense.
A huge development for our offense.
Few years, yeah.
With his athleticism, if he could figure it out a little bit.
So I like that answer. I'm trying to think like the guy that I want that I'm most excited to see, or I mean, Bill is the and I'm gonna let TR have Bill.
Bill's TR's got Bill. Bill's Bill.
I want to see. I guess. I mean, I'll just say Debo. If Debo's playing, I want to see Debo. I mean,
I can't. Debo's my answer for the whole year. Him and Tunsil.
Yeah, I just want to see. I want to see that.
Gosh,
I'm excited about that.
Can you watch that, Bill? Debo and Laramie.
The Bengals. It's
but
like
I said Senate.
That's like scheduling. Like defensively, that's the Sisters of the Poor. Gaming on the.
We go 3 and out. Our fan base. My phone's gonna melt. I told you, Ricca.
You can't go 3 and out against this team at all. It is literally.
We're gonna finish last in the East.
You might, you know what? Just sit the same 30 guys again, if that's what.
F you, and that's your buddy Bill too.
Yeah, just send Bill out there for 60 straight runs.
I mean, just leave my ass alone. Good God, it's the preseason.
How about this? Special teams. No score. Don't give up any scores on special teams.
Yeah, that's kind of fair. And we were good at specials last year.
And it will be fine. Those guys, there's a lot of guys out there will be, unfortunately for them, not in the league. But they're serving their purpose right now. And I do think Travion Henderson, and by the way, I've been sleeping on him all summer. I know you're not the biggest fantasy guy. It's a big question of where, how good he is and how he stacks up. I mean, he's super athletic. He's got some juice. I
don't know why you're talking to me about this, man.
I'm like looking right at you.
I know. I have I don't know him. I'm just gonna look straight ahead.
I'm gonna look straight ahead too.
Talk to the folks.
I'm gonna start
this
straight ahead.
This is the Travion portion of the evening for Ken.
Well, he did score a touchdown on our 4th string special teamers, so it's fresh in my mind. I think that's their bill. A little bit of higher pedigree. Probably be a little.
I'll take our bill.
I'll take our bill. All right, so we're gonna talk about next week's game like normal people. That's
like regular folk.
Like regular folk.
Non-V, just regular human.
Non-V.
See, again, Brady.
Second time you brought it up, not me, but then I get in trouble.
What?
We're talking about Ham and Donovan, but we're not even doing that.
No.
We're not doing it. It's not happening. I can't wait till one of these days. That's like on VHS tape. That was like a VHS tape in my house forever. Ugh. I know someone's got that.
We just lost 3 live chat members.
No, we just picked up a couple.
No, I saw it.
We got our first thumbs down in a while. I think it was from Greg, and I think it had to do with your something. You were talking about some. I don't know. I think Terry McLaurin. I think we made him upset.
Stand by my story.
I know. However, here's what I would like to do. I would like to set up a little bit of music talk next week. I would like to set up a little bit of covering the game next week. But since the Baltimore Ravens preseason game is meeting us, we're not preparing for anything. We're not preparing to analyze it. We're not preparing to digest it.
Baltimore.
We are not. It's a spectacle, and so we're going to start doing. I think next week, let's do a depth chart segment, and let's just really dig in like the obvious ones. Let's say like the top 5 positions up for grabs, starting positions up for grabs going into the season. I think it's fair to say there's 5.
I got you. I'm in on that. Okay. I'm also going to let you know that Greg Martin was falsely accused.
Oh.
And we took a thumbs down from somewhere else, but it happens.
Someone reversed it. They took it out. They took it back. Listen,
I might have fat thumbed it myself.
It's true.
Or maybe Greg Olson was watching hands free. You know what I mean?
It might have been the third leg Greg scenario. I really want to say thank you to everybody for hanging out with us on a Tuesday night. We appreciate you guys enjoying a little football talk in the midst of early August when there's otherwise
there ain't shit to talk about.
Not much going on, but we will find the positive side of all of these things, and we will celebrate the greatest night of the week, which it happens to have always been Tuesday. He's Kevin Ricca.
And I appreciate you guys hanging out with us on August 12th. I wonder who was hanging out with Bobby Beathard 39 years ago tonight. That had to be one hell of a celebration.
You think
probably Casserly just knocking him back like, we did it.
How old was Casserly then, though?
I don't know. He was his assistant. Who cares if he was 19? Back then, the drinking age, it was 18 in D.C.
It was. No, he was. I'm sure he was legal.
Well, Beathard had a Hawaiian shirt on. He just ripped the league apart with those 4 acquisitions.
I mean, he was working a rotary phone. You know what I mean? Like it was
like a boss.
Like nobody. He was finding people where they were. Like he was calling phones within listening length to people. There was no, you know, that's the weirdest part about it all.
What an amazing time.
Hey, EO. Well, how about this? EO, would you be open if we like put together a little mix of some of the songs that you've sent in, some of the tracks that you've sent in for use on the show? If we put them out for like when we did a segment where we just played them and people kind of ranked them and put out some points for them, we can kind of decide that way. Like everyone gets a chance to decide. Like if we get like Kevin and I's 3 favorite ones.
I haven't heard them yet. It's been crazy. We haven't had it hasn't been a typical time around here this summer, but let's get out there tonight and crank a few.
We'll crank a few in the green room tonight. If we can come up with our top 3, and there's a bunch to choose from, we can come up with a way to use them across in different parts of the show. I just have a hard time getting rid of How Did I Get Here, but
it's going to be impossible.
It's gonna be impossible.
We don't need to say goodbye.
But all of our money is wrapped up in dislocated boner royalties. You know, these days I'm like basically the check is coming. I promise. EO, listen, we're good for it. We are good for it. I'll get it to you at some point. When we just those are some heavy invoices. All types of genres. There are all types of genres.
I dig that.
Yeah.
We're Dirty Heads fans, man.
We're gonna listen to
all types of genre
in the green room, and we'll have some feedback. Until next Thursday, I appreciate
Thank you guys.
Everybody. Have a great rest of your week. Enjoy the Skins and Bengals on Monday Night Football, and we'll see you less than 24 hours at the conclusion of that contest. I'm Ken Meringolo. This was Thank God It's Tuesday. We are still live.
Hey, shout out there. NES Tecmo, Greg Martin, TREO. Anybody else listening in tonight, man? There ain't stuff to talk about. Thank God we didn't have to go all in on that stupid-ass, dumbass game.
Practice. I call it a glorified practice.
Yeah, well, we had a great-ass practice Friday. No one wants to talk about that.
No, they don't.
Ones versus ones, Tunsil dominate, whatever. This can be hard to shake this one.
I mean, we can't ever shake it.
I know.
That opening keyboard stroke.
What?
Spotify is so confused by the popularity on Tuesdays at this time. The dislocated boner.
Oh boy! Don't hit end yet.
No.
I got a text from someone on the board tonight. It came out Travion sent a dong pic to a volleyball team. And went past his knees.
Travion Henderson. Okay.
Apparently, he was standing in bounds, but he was called for being out of bounds.
Wow. I mean, listen, that's
what I hear.
That's a Patriots because like DeBar Gaffney.
I think that's more of a curse. No,
it is. I feel terrible for him.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna do the rest of it.
It's just, I mean, he's like a human tetherball court. You know, it's just a crazy guy. Who knows?
I don't know if that meat freezes so well or leftover. We go too far.
I don't know. We are still live though. Liz,
We're still
commandants. We're still live.
Come on, man.